Time and time again, Chicago has shown her greatness to the world. Chicago is where the skyscraper was invented and mastered. Chicagoans came together and reversed the flow of the Chicago River. People need to remember that. People need to say, we will continue to be a city of greatness. What made Chicago great was its people, its resolve, its tenacity, its grittiness, and the grittiness of people who live all over the neighborhoods in the city of Chicago. I believe that Chicago is ready to become even greater. In the 21st century, Chicago can be a better place for everyone, and that we can see prosperity continue to spread to all quarters of the city of Chicago, because we don't give up, we move forward together.
We as Chicagoans need a new direction, and yes, I am ready for change.
I absolutely believe we can do much better. I'm interested in more inclusion.
My name is Jesus Chuy Garcia. I've been a lifelong resident of Chicago since I came here in 1965. What I learned at a fairly young age was America's diversity. It was really living on 17th Street in the Pilsen community with all the great diverse neighbors that I came to understand Chicago and the country also. It was a great laboratory. I met Harold Washington in 1981, and we hit it off. It would only be 2 years later that he would be running for mayor. During his campaign, I was the coordinator of the 22nd Ward. Obviously, we were a part of many Chicagoans who pleaded with him to run for mayor, take the city and move it in a different direction. And that's exactly what happened. He electrified the city. He instituted policies that embraced everyone in the city. There was a commitment to equity, to respect, to involving people in the city's government. But if you ask me, what did all of that mean? It meant that Chicago under Harold Washington was a time of hope. It was a time when people felt that we could do anything.
People from all race, black, white, Latinos, Asian, they felt that they had a voice.
We won my election, my first contest at the age of 27 by a 59-vote landslide. And I remember what gave me the edge and the ability to win that year was my ability to appeal to everyone in the community to form a multi-racial, multi-ethnic coalition. In 1984, I was appointed to be a deputy water commissioner. In 1986, I was elected alderman of the 22nd Ward. Someone who asked, why not? Why can't we do it better? Why can't we involve more people in the process?
Chicago is about more than the top 1%.
There should be no bad schools. All schools should be quality schools.
Public education is critical to a city's well-being. A school is a place that should be safe, a place where you can think, where you can experiment, where your artistic talent is able to flourish and to grow. That's why it is so important to invest in schools and to support them adequately. We're not where we need to be in terms of our public education system in Chicago. Chicago schools are hurting. Chicago schools are hungry. They're under-resourced. And the people paying the price for this are the children. Children should have better. children are only going to be as good as the families that they come from and the schools. But oftentimes it is the school setting that has such a either positive or negative impact on a child's life. That's why I'm such a firm believer that we really need to focus and invest in our Chicago public schools.
I feel like you can't be one way 3 years and then right before the election you try to switch it up and act like you really care about the citizens.
You can't really call it public service if you're not servicing the whole public.
Public service and how we define it today was really a calling to me. I was always asking questions about why things were the way that they are. This desire for justice, for respect and dignity is something that I've had ever since I was in high school. A sense of fairness, a sense of doing things differently and being equitable and respectful of everyone in the community. That's what drove me to public service.